awesome things at once. Awesome ride and awesome scenery.
Waiting for the boys again.
Dehydration? Oh yeah, it's hitting all points.
Also safe. 3 points of contact.
That's about twice the size of a rooftop.
Might get quite a few coming out soon.
Wow, okay. That's cool.
And we're out of here.
That priceless look on my face. Did that just really happen? Yes, it did. It happened. At this stage we have no idea how bad the damage is and if I can even still drive. But credit to the boys, they got into the swing of things and started setting up the recovery. The task now is to find somewhere safe for Torben to act as a winch anchor. So we are going to use my winch to pull my vehicle up the hill, and then from there we're going to rehash and then see if I can actually drive any further.
Initial thoughts? It's going to be a very difficult recovery. He's not hung up that bad really, but the angles we have to get on to try and get him up and over, they're quite hairy. And the angle I'm on at the moment, if he pulls too hard, it could actually pull me over and I'll roll down the hill. So it's going to be a tricky one, but we'll make it as safe as possible.
Initial thoughts, Ronny?
I'm not sure. I'm
on a bit of a gnarly angle, Ronny, so when you put your full weight on me, I'm going to go over driver's side down. If I say stop, I need you to stop straight away.
Roger that. I fear it's one of the spider gears inside the diff pumpkin that's gone, because I've got the rear locked and there is no drive on my driver's side, and that's where I can hear some crunching. I didn't hear a bang, I just heard a lot of crunching. So I'm not sure.
Righto, Dahl, we're going to winch in now. Alright, I'll put it in reverse just in case I need to get out of a situation.
At this stage of driving up the hill, I'm thinking, what is actually wrong with the rear of the vehicle? How am I still able to drive, and where's the noise gone? All the weight would have gone on that short shaft side. It did a lot of clunking. So what I think it's done is where the... So right now I'm on the phone to my good mate from PDP, Travis, who helps me with the vehicle, and again I've changed my mind as to what I think might have happened to the rear of my vehicle, because I have no clue. We have no clue at this stage. No, I just ordered another diff. He said, stop ranking.
Did he say it like that, or did he?
Something like that, yeah. So either strip the teeth where it meets up with the diff, or it's just destroyed one of the spider gears. But I think it's just stripped a couple of teeth, because when it's loaded up, that's when it clunks and it's skipping teeth. But when I'm driving on a flat, smooth surface, I actually think it's either not driving at all, or it actually still has a little bit of drive. So I'm going to have to leave the rear locker in until I get back to Perth, which is 3,000 k's away. If that rear diff should completely go, I'll have to unbolt the rear drive shaft and drive in full drive all the way home. I don't want to risk pulling the locker out, because if I pull the locker out and I can't get it back in, I have no drive to the rear, then I'm in front wheel drive. So I'm going to stay in full drive until I get out of this section here, which is another 8 kilometers of this rough stuff. And I'm not going to pull anything apart here so long as it still drives, because otherwise I may need a tow, and I've got 2 things to tow. We don't want that. We'll try and make it back on my own steam. She has not been towed to this day yet. Touch steel. Right,
Take this, yeah.
so what we are going to have to do right now is remove the trailer. Torben has offered to take it back to the station at least. So a bit of a dilemma here. Torben needs someone's behind him because he's towing. now. So we never put whoever's towing at the back. I'm limping, but I'm probably going to go in front, and Wayne will have to be behind. I don't know, might have to put Wayne in front of you, Torbs.
It makes sense to have Wayne in front, but if you get stuck behind, no one can get back to you.
Yeah.
So you can't...
I don't know, look, I can be in front, so if you get stuck, you can at least winch off me. I'll just have to be in front. I think I'll be able to drive out.
I think you will be able to.
If I don't drive out, someone's going to have to take the trailer out, someone's going to have to take me out. Alright, let's hit this hill. We are really stumped on what is actually wrong with the rear of the vehicle. It's been driving for half a kilometre with no noise. Last time Torben had to rescue a trailer was in the Kimberley. He towed out the boat. Let me paint the scene here. If you have done this yourself as well on a trip where you've damaged something on your vehicle and it's a trip ending damage, you normally already start thinking about driving home, how you're going to get home, how you're going to fix it, when's it going to get fixed, what is wrong, how much is it going to cost. Those are usually the things that go through your mind. Strangely enough, on this particular day when this happened, I was more determined and thinking about that mine. I want to see that mine before I leave. I don't want to leave early just because my car's damaged. I want to get to that mine, even if I have to park my vehicle somewhere and jump in with someone else. We are going to that mine.
So you've got the trailer now, Torbs. How does it feel?
Actually feels really good. Actually, let's try low, first low. There's a bit of extra weight on the back now. But no, she's pulling up fine.
I'm at the top door, just waiting for you.
Copy that. I underestimated what gear I could come up in slowly. And I just found your wheel lift.
What gear you driving?
I was coming up in second low really slowly, but it took all the meat out of it.
This isn't over yet. I'm confident that my vehicle is alright to go and seek out this mine shaft we really want to check out. So if we can do that, I'm going to be a happy man. Very happy man. So we're off the main again. We're on our way to Castlewell Mine. Douglas Castle, oh I think it's Douglas, I can't remember. We have special permission to go here. Not many people have been here or know about this spot. But yeah, privileged to get access to this area. So what it is an old copper mine. There's a couple of mine shafts, but there's some, apparently there's an old cart still on the rails there. And that's what really got us interested. I think that mine closed in 1967 or something like that. Hopefully we'll find it. That'll be right here. didn't expect the track to be like this. It's probably not the wisest thing to do, considering that I'm kind of limping and free-wheel drive. But we're nearly there. Hopefully it doesn't get much worse. I'm determined to get to this mine. We are all determined to get to this mine. Aren't we, lads? Just say yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Stop there, Torbs. Oh. Interesting. Not something I really want to limp through. Or get Torben to drive through. He's not used to towing trailers off the road. There's no way we can turn around once we get in there. Might go for a short walk and have a look. The treasure hunt starts already in 38-degree heat. It's a hot one today. It's been a hot one the entire trip, actually. I picked up the trail again. I'm just going to walk this a bit further. Hot enough for you?
Oh yeah.
Castle Well. We're going to take him on foot. Probably got a 200-300 metre walk, and hopefully we'll find what we're looking for. So a bit of a treasure hunt. Treasure hunt time. It was a bit of a wild goose chase for a while, so I asked the boys to hang back. So while we were on foot, the boys were catching up to where we ended up parking. And we were about to get very lucky. We found it. Very excited. We have a rail line here. And there's the old cart. The last person that was here definitely had a sense of humour. There is a kangaroo paw sticking out at the top of that, as if it's hanging onto it. That's as far as we can go. Ah, right. I hit a carcass. Blocked by a carcass. I'll wait for the torches, but we'll definitely go in here. I can see a light at the other end. No, it's nice in here. Shortly after, the boys arrived with some much needed torches.
That's so creepy.
Oh, it was a kangaroo leg. Yeah, watch out for the corpses. Got another one here. Oh, there are bats in here.
Ow! You just grabbed me. It's between your legs, Ronnie.
There's bats.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, just got your way.
Straight in the head. Glasses on.
Wow, so cool.
Safety glass.
Oh, there it is. Oh. Hey Wayne, is this where you become Bruce Wayne and become Batman? You get terrorised by bats.
Look at, oh, look at that.
There's heaps of bats sleeping in here. You might get quite a few coming out soon.
Oh my god. Okay, we're here. Grab it.
Someone bring it in.
I'm too big.
Are you all too scared of bats?
No.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, just got smacked in the face by one.
Bits are collapsing though. Let's see where. Those bats are awesome. That was really awesome. Getting up close to all them bats. It's like a giant butterfly with that flutter of the wing. It's pretty cool. If you have a look at these bits of timber, it's kind of supporting what we're under. So now that I'm just looking around a bit, I'm feeling like we should get out. What do you say? Yeah, if we had a UV light under here, I reckon this would just light up. What do you reckon, guys? Worth the hike or what?
Oh yeah, it's so cool.
For sure.
Like that. That was awesome. How cool was that?
That was sick, eh? It feels good when you find little things like this. Or you're told about things like this.
Daylight. It should be bright.
A lot warmer out here too. We got evidence of copper in the rocks here. You can see the green corrosion. As I mentioned earlier, it is a copper mine. I'm not a mining expert, but I'd say that they had some kind of battery here somewhere and would have crushed everything that they brought out of the mine there. Just crushed it all here. Not sure how they would have got it down there. Maybe on some kind of zip line with buckets or whatever. Either way, it's pretty impressive. I'm pretty stoked that we got the information. It took a bit to find actually. We've been walking around for a little bit, but happy days. Time to hit the frog and toad.
What's the word on the tracks?
Wear a seatbelt.
What's the word on the tracks right now, Torben?
The word on the tracks right now is Ronny's going to have to make a dash home ahead of Wayne and myself. He doesn't have a fixed deadline where me and Wayne do, so we have to hit the bitumen by tomorrow morning, where Ronny can leave this afternoon and take dirt tracks due to the rear diff damage, so he can go as far as possible, but he'll be going slow, so if we follow him we probably won't be home to Wednesday. So, but what we're going to do is sit back soon, work out a plan, what tracks he's going to take, where his estimated campsites are, and we'll just set a time where he gives us a call or we text him via the sat phone, just to make sure everything is well. That way we can always cut back in and help him out if we have to.
We're going to leave tonight because we're going to drive a bit slower than the rest of the convoy. We all have to be home by Monday, and it's a big 3-day drive, like a constant drive pretty much from here. So we need to leave tonight, so we still got time to have our rests and our stops, and for anything that we might have to deal with the vehicle on the way as well, we need to sort that out. So I will be towing the trailer back to Perth a day ahead of the rest of the crew, but they will catch up with us at some point. And should we break down, then we're going to tell them the exact road we're taking. They're going to do the exact same thing. So if we do break down, don't have to worry about anything. They're going to come straight past us and we'll get it sorted out then. So that is the decision that has been made. But right now we're going to go back to the station, say thanks to Mark and the rest of the people there, and maybe just have a quick shower or jump in the pool and then hit the road. Right, so I got myself a Flinders Range map on the last day of the trip. Could have used this a while before. Believe it or not, they didn't have any at the Adelaide show. I couldn't get a Flinders Ranges map at the Adelaide show. Anyway, guys, we're going to drive from Arkaroola Village down here, keep going south, Tea Tree Outstation, across here, and then out to Blimmin and Parachilla, and then I'm going to head south from there. So that's the way I'm going to go. Okay. And I will text you if I make it to Blimmin.
Yep.
Alright, so if you don't hear from me, you're going to have to follow that same track down.
Yep.
Now the reason why I'm not going out that way is because I don't know that way. This way seemed pretty good condition, and given the condition of the vehicle, that's why I'm going that way, because when I unlock the hubs I have 1-wheel drive with the locker on. In 4-wheel drive I have 3-wheel drive, so I want to avoid the bitumen for as long as I can as well. But that, I'll be in bitumen within 200 k's I reckon. I should get there tonight, maybe even further.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how we go in 1-wheel drive on the highway. That's really going to smash that tyre, eh?
Oh, so if you turn the locker off, I can leave it in.
Well, I have to leave it with. If I put a locker in, I've got 0-wheel drive.
Oh, you haven't tried it yet or anything?
No, I know it's not spinning. Okay. Well, I had the rear locked on the bitumen here, and I was turning, and no wheel was skipping.
Okay.
See you, champ.
Cheers for the efforts, mate.
No problem.
Drive safe.
Will do.
Speak to you in a couple of hours.
Take it easy, brother.
Will do, mate.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
What is that, Wayne?
What wouldn't you do?
What is that?
Oh, I wonder if I could just taste it.
Damn it.
Want to say goodbye?
Yeah.
Good job out there. See you in a couple of days.
See ya. Thank you for great effort.
We shall see you again.
See ya, trooper.
Bye-bye, champ. We'll see ya when we see ya.
Yeah.
See
We'll
you
see you
on
guys.
the other side.
Oh yeah. On the the western side.
It actually works.
Yeah.
If we go well, we shouldn't see you until WA. Onwards in 3-wheel drive until we go 1-wheel drive. Should just get a Segway home.
A segue, yeah.
I'm just thinking when you take
Sinking?
Oh no, you're just going to unlock the hubs, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna unlock the hubs when I'm in 1-wheel drive.
Yeah, but you're taking leave it in 4 drive though. Because as soon as you put up 4 drive, your locker's going to come out.
Yeah, no. Yeah, our hubs are unlocked at the moment. Because they're bitumen.
Yeah,
So I'm going to lock them right now. Hit the dirt, and that's why we want to do dirt as far as we can.
Okay.
Then it's unlock the hubs, but leave it in 4-wheel drive.
Yes. Unlock the hubs, leave in 4 drive. I could take the front shaft out to save fuel, but if the rear goes bang, then I'll just take the rear shaft off and I'll have to muck around the front shaft. Off we go. It's just easier that way.
Yeah.
Cool?
Cool.
Alright.
Otherwise, people are just tow truck.
Uber. Otherwise I'll wait for these 2 tow trucks here. I should make it home on its own steam. Like I did 550 Ks, towing a trailer in front wheel drive. Done it before. What's 2,900 Ks?
I thought you said cake.
That's a cruiser.
It's a cruiser. Alright, let's get cruising.
See ya.
See you lads.
See ya.
Shoot for a good week.
Thank you.
Well, it's 40 degrees outside and we are about 100 kilometres into our departure from Arkaroola. The boys are back at Arkaroola, jumping in and out of a swimming pool, having a few cold beers, while we are hanging by the seat of our pants, hoping the rear diff holds up in 3-wheel drive. Wheeling in Australia. Wheeling. It's about 26 hours since we left Arkaroola. We've gone from 40 degrees down to, I think last time was down to 13 degrees. Right now it's 18 degrees, blowing a gale behind me. We're back on the Great Australian Bight and we're actually going really well. We are quite a ways ahead of the rest of the boys. And yeah, I didn't think the cruiser would be driving that well. This is a result of someone being very happy to conquer 1,500 kilometres in 1-wheel drive with only 1,400 kilometres to go until Perth. Another big part of this trip, and before even the lead up to this trip, was this Project Black, the project that we got going here. I think it's been quite successful in holding up to a lot of punishment and the way things are set up, but stay tuned for a video detailing it because I didn't really get to show you guys much of this on this trip because it's been a hectic trip, on the go all the time. So there will be a video dedicated to Project Black and the future of the interior of the vehicle. So there's some exciting things happening yeah, to this vehicle to help with content creation. So on that note, I'm going to end this trip, the Flinders Range, still in South Australia, almost in WA. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I'd like to extend a special thank you to all my patrons on Patreon making this possible, and a special thanks to all those that came down to the show at the Adelaide show as well. It was an awesome turnout. Flinders is awesome, South Aussies are awesome, awesome state, plenty of stuff to see here. I think South Australia gets overlooked a lot, and we will be back here again, definitely. There's so much to see here. So thanks for watching, subscribe here, patreon.com/Ronny Dahl over here to support future content creation, and thanks to the boys and Amalia behind the camera. Cheers.